is what Gino wants because this is freaking Gino land and I can never have an opinion.
Hi guys, welcome back to Nikki Faces Reality. We're here to get into Jasmine and Gino in the latest episode of 90 Day Fiancé Happily Ever After. Y'all are going to be seeing me whip this out because it is hot in New York City, okay? I am sweating balls and I don't want to look like a honey bun on your screen. So if you see this, it's a prop. Let's just jump right in. As always, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share with a friend so our group can keep growing and we can keep geeking about this hot mess. All right, let's get into it.
I'm a goal. I'm gonna be a beauty queen, and that makes you a beauty king.
She's been to one class.
And you have to look accordingly.
If you want to be my king, you have to lose 15 pounds, especially the ones that are all accumulated in your gut.
For someone that is so insecure about her looks and constantly wants to be affirmed, shouldn't you lead by example and not pick apart your husband's body? A concept.
After eating frozen dinners for years.
I don't want to lose too much weight. It's such skinny legs already. But if I lose it, 15 pounds in my gut, okay, maybe.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
He's such a good sport because I would be like, bitch.
Oh, let me examine you. They're too skinny. We need to build up muscle.
I totally agree. I need muscle in my leg.
Oh. And Gino doesn't strike me as someone that's super insecure, but being in a relationship with someone that has constantly compared you to their ex, having them pick my body apart like this would do just disastrous things to my self-esteem. And I just don't think I don't think any of this is cute. Oh, Gino.
So you're gonna do like this.
Oh, gosh.
I mean, she's strong. She works out a lot.
You can.
Oh, Gino, don't embarrass us. This would be me at the gym.
Show me your power. Stronger. Give it to me. There you go.
Oh my
In all
God.
seriousness, working out and preparing for the beauty pageant is helping me to be less depressed.
How many storylines does Jasmine have this season? It's the alopecia. Then it's the kids not being able to come right away. Her mom being sick. Gino's money stuff. He was like, I'm going to stay on your screen no matter what. She just keeps pulling out plot lines every other episode. I can't keep up. Also, she's been to one beauty pageant class and she's like, beauty pageant is life. And it's like, girl.
I've been just stuck in the house thinking about the situation with my kids, my mom being sick. It feels good to have a goal and focusing on something.
Okay, you want me to hold the bag?
Gino, what was that?
I talked to Wilena. You remember her?
From the pageant?
Yes. She told me you're looking forward to you to come, but your husband hasn't paid for the participation fee. We only have 1 week left.
How much is it?
So why didn't you pay for it?
Oh God, he looks guilty.
If he misses the deadline, he blows up this opportunity for me.
Ugh. Say something.
It is a lot of money, okay? When we were in Miami, I didn't know that the immigration costs, which is your permanent resident status, skyrocketed, and we have to pay for that.
Yeah, so that she can work.
So go back to work. Go back to work.
So here's the thing. Pageants are so expensive. Like, aside from paying for the actual, like, entrance fee and all the things that go with that, the private classes with the instructor, the dresses are a pretty penny. The hair and makeup, the travel to these places, it adds up. And so Gino's saying that he didn't realize it was going to be such a big expense. And I wish that he would have asked before he just went with it, because she got her hopes up, But I'm with him in that we have other matters to take care of One, we still have to get the money together to have a lawyer help us with the paperwork to get your kids here. That is still the priority, right, Jasmine? That's one. Two, in order for you to find independence and for y'all to be a two working household, yeah, getting your status changed also costs a pretty penny. And I would say that's also a priority. So, I mean, I just don't think that this should be a fight. I think it's very clear what should take priority.
You have to go back to work,
He
This
should.
money thing is stressing the heck out of me.
I left my job because you were coming into the United States for the
Oh,
very
God.
first time.
Don't use me as an excuse.
So, if you guys go back in my videos, when Gino said that he was going to quit his job, I was like, are you dumb? His heart was in the right place, right? He was like, I want to help her transition into life here. Because we know Jasmine. If he was at work, she would be complaining about how he leaves her alone. That is a given. She's going to complain regardless. However, the money is a lot more important to her than her loneliness. Your relationship, the foundation of it is money. It's what you can do for her in excess. Because you already do the bare minimum. But she wants the extra stuff. She wants the lavish lifestyle that she got used to in Panama because you had a high-paying job. I just don't think that he thought about that thoroughly. And now they're here.
All you do is taking naps and being in the computer,
No,
reading.
I don't waste my time. I read about stuff that's important.
You left your job to be playing fantasy football. Fantasy football has ruined you.
Oh my God.
I was expecting to marry a provider, not to be married to a jobless
I am a
man.
provider.
He does provide. He just doesn't have extra money to do frivolous things like a beauty pageant. I get what she means though. Like, she didn't sign up to be with a jobless man. That was never on the table. So, but I think she's throwing some low jabs because she wanted the lifestyle that he got her used to. Both are wrong. So she feels like she's been bamboozled, and he's thinking, well, I've done so much, and you know, you can handle a minimum budget for a few months, and that's just not the woman he married. Eesh.
Go back to work. You're an engineer. You could be making thousands and thousands and thousands instead of.
He probably can.
I had to support you for a bit. Now you're getting on your feet. She's getting on her feet now.
Want me to beg, right? To be at your mercy, as usual.
No, that's not true.
If you have told me that day in Miami, like, hey, we cannot afford it, it has been.
No, but you don't understand.
It would be less painful that now that I've been daydreaming about it, and that's my only motive, like my only goal when I wake up. I don't have absolutely anything to do.
This is ridiculous. Yes, I'm with her in that he should have managed expectations. Instead of being like, yeah, we're going to do it, he should have been like, let's look into it. Right? Because he's a grown person. He's been in the world. Things cost money. Okay? So he should have said that. But her being like, this is my only purpose when I wake up is crazy. It is crazy to hear that from someone that has kids in another country. This is your purpose for living? Something you were just introduced to? Like, she's really kicking up the drama.
Other than cleaning the house and cooking for you.
Look.
And all of a sudden, you just crush everything as usual.
Oh, God. Isn't she embarrassed fighting in the gym?
We have to look at all our financial resources to try to get the money. But right now, I want to go home.
So he didn't say no. He said we have to look at everything. He didn't say no. But I guess that's why he's been stalling. That's why he hasn't paid the fee. He's weighing things out. But she wants things when she wants it.
I still have to do 45 minutes of cardio now that we're done with the.
No. I'm done. I can't do any more working out.
Then
I
you
have
don't.
stuff at home I have to do.
Gino, leave her at the
You told
gym.
me that you were gonna be be okay with my workout.
You did a really good workout today. Let's go home.
Stop.
People's fitness journey is different. She clearly likes to go in on the gym for a few hours. If he's over it, he should leave her at the gym, do what he has to do, and then come back to pick her up. But to cut it short after you just had this, you've already just had an argument, let her be. Let her blow off some steam and then come pick her up.
I'm begging you. 45 minutes.
No, I'll take you later tonight.
You always say that and you fall asleep.
I'll take you later tonight.
Oh.
This is annoying.
I'm sorry.
It is very frustrating because I completely depend on him for everything. I cannot go anywhere without him because he's the one who drives me. I rely on him financially. He hasn't provided me like any credit card.
I wouldn't trust you with a card.
So I cannot even buy tampons by myself.
So this is my worst nightmare, like being fully dependent on someone. I would hope that if I'm in a situation like this, it would be with someone that I trust. But even if I trusted them, I'm kind of a control freak when it comes to my things. And so I would hate this. So I can empathize with Jasmine. I also feel like this is a more complex situation, right? We've seen her season after season take advantage of his generosity, take advantage of his resources. And I know that there will be people that will say, well, you know, when they met, she was a sugar baby, allegedly. And so that's the premise of the relationship. And sure, but when you have a sugar baby situation, the person that's giving is still in control, right? They still give it to you when they can, when they want. And throughout the years, we've seen them have a relationship where Jasmine is a bit of the tyrant. She's a bit of a dictator in their relationship. And so it's always been what she wants, but Gino's funding it. And so we've seen it. Him funding her luxury building where when she didn't have to be there, she could have lived with her mom or she could have lived in a more normal apartment. But she wanted that. She wanted her lifestyle to be taken care of. He funded money for her family. Obviously, he's done this process to bring her here. Like, everything has been on his dime and it's been in excess. She's clearly not trustworthy. The money that he sent her for the wedding dress, she used it on her butt implant and didn't even have a conversation with him until after. Like, it's like, yes, this is a sucky situation, but you've had plenty of time to collect his resources, to pocket some of it and save it for this rainy day. I don't feel bad for her. And I also understand why Gino wouldn't give her access to his credit card. Are you kidding me? All of his money would be gone and she would not apologize for any of it. So I think that he's protecting himself. And after all, he didn't get to sign a prenup. So whatever he can do, I don't blame him.
I believe that he's trying to control me.
Do you guys believe that?
So scary because I've never been in this vulnerable position and I don't like it. I'm not a submissive person.
No, you're usually on top.
Driving us home, right?
I really want a smoothie right now. I haven't eaten anything this morning.
So we didn't have time to stay at the gym and finish my cardio, knowing how important it is to me.
Smoothie takes less than 10 minutes to make and get. 45 minutes is a big thing. If he says that he has an agenda for the day, I think she's just wants to fight because she's not happy. And like, I get that, but it must be exhausting to be in this relationship.
I'm starving.
Her face.
Wants a smoothie? We made time for the smoothie. It's just what you want when you want it.
Jasmine wants to live in a luxury building even though she's coming to America in 3 months, then she gets it. Jasmine wants $300 extension, then she gets it. It's almost like these people forget that we have receipts. There's literally hours and hours of footage of her buffoonery. So Gino wanting a smoothie right now, I'm just like, Gino, get you a whole fucking smoothie shop. Like, who cares?
I'm just describing facts.
Why are you so bitchy today?
You are the bitch.
Is it that time of the month?
Gino, does Gino have a wish? Because he's already pushing it by calling her bitchy. But asking her if it's the time of the month while he's driving, that's bold.
You're an idiot for saying that.
Ah,
Wish you had your period through your ass to see how you will feel.
that's a concept.
Your attitude is gross. And I'm a nobody control me. I was very independent person, but now Gino controls the money. And
Gino has always controlled the money. Like, I just don't understand what she's talking about. Gino has always controlled the money because Gino has always been providing the money. She's acting like she's made the money and he's like withholding it and giving her allowances. The money that she's always been living off of since they started their relationship has been his. I just don't understand this rewrite of history.
I believe that Gino is using the whole we don't have enough money argument as a way to have control over me. He decides what we can do, what we cannot do.
I think that, I'm sure it's annoying, right? But I would just imagine that when they were in Panama and she had family stuff come up, they would have to go whenever she had commitments with her family. So I just don't see how it would be any different if he comes to America and he does things with his family and it's something that they do together. Like, don't get me wrong, Gino's not an angel. I'm sure that sometimes he likes to get his lick back because she's been such a monster to him, you know? Like, I'm sure he has his slick moments. But for the most part, it seems about the same.
Because what I want, it doesn't matter.
Jasmine, cry me a river.
I get that Jasmine's frustrated about the pageant, but she's always asking for things, and she needs to understand that she can't always get what she wants all the time.
You kind of set the precedent, though, Gino. So it's like now you have to deal with the brat that you've created.
This is a partnership, and we are a team. Sometimes I get what I want, and sometimes she does, but we're a team, and it's got to be 50-50.
In a perfect world, right?
What you're doing?
Gino, I was fine with you getting the freaking smoothie. But you having a seat and enjoying the afternoon when you told her you couldn't stay at the gym because you had things to do? He's poking the bear. And this is what I meant just a minute ago when I was like, I'm sure he gets his lick back. This is petty. He didn't have to do this. But he clearly has some time for some pettiness today.
Problem.
Why couldn't I finish my cardio and all of a sudden we have time to be here sitting?
Don't have a heart attack because you didn't do extra minutes on cardio. We did a full workout.
Gino.
With the cardio, you're not getting it. Okay? I'm never allowed to do what I want to do. And it's always what Gino wants because this is freaking Gino land. And I can never have an opinion.
Jasmine can never have an opinion? Does the water in Michigan cause amnesia? Because I just don't understand.
What the I want.
You're acting crazy.
Gino, please stop calling her crazy, even though she is.
I'm going to say it without yelling.
Ah.
The only thing that has changed my mood for good and has had like a positive impact in my life ever since I came to America has been that beauty pageant.
You've done it for 2 seconds.
I always wake up like, what am I gonna do today? Like me as a person. It's not me as a wife, me as a daughter, me as a mom, me as a person for once.
I get that. I get wanting to do something for you, but do that when you can afford it. When you're using your own money. You guys are depending solely on Gino's money. And there's only so many ways that it can stretch. There are things that are more important than the beauty pageant. That's just the sucky part of being a grown-up. It sucks. There are so many things that I wish I could do that I can't afford and that I'll probably have to wait off a few months, a year. But that's just life because there are other things that are more important in the near future. It's just always something with Jasmine. She always fixates on one thing and she's a broken record for like 3 episodes. So I just don't know how long we're going to hear about this beauty pageant that she just found out about a week ago. Like,
And what did you say? That you're not paying for the fee.
he didn't say that.
At the gym, and I told you I'd find a way to pay for it. Way to get the money to pay for it. Don't you appreciate that? All I have done is supported you in Panama for 3 years. I supported you.
He did.
Appreciate that at all. Look at your appreciation. This is appreciation I get.
Gino, she didn't appreciate it while she was in Panama. And I think that he's thinking that she'll come to America and sing a different tune. This is the person that you got engaged to. This is the same person that put you through hell. I don't know what he was thinking. It's kind of reminding me a little bit of the Nicole and Mahmoud thing, where Mahmoud was a set way in Egypt, and then Nicole was like, well, in America, he's going to come, and it's going to be like different person. And I think Gino is thinking that Jasmine will come to America and be this humble, grateful, appreciative person. And that's simply just not who she is. While his pettiness is not cool, like if you want longevity in your relationship, but I understand where it comes from. He's like, actually, like, I'm a little upset that I've put blood, sweat, and tears and have sacrificed so much of my stability for you to have in excess. And you don't say thank you. You don't show appreciation. Instead, you just want more and more. You want to keep taking and taking, even when I don't have it to give you.
I am so sick and tired of you believing
You don't
that
appreciate
me coming
anything.
to America was like a pride.
It has nothing to do with America, and he didn't even mention America. He's talking about Panama. Who you were over there. Everything he did for you while you were over there. And it's still not enough. That's what he's talking about. But it's not convenient for her to address that. So she deflects, because what she's doing right now is trying to paint it as Gino being a controlling partner. If Gino was controlling, she wouldn't have gone to dinner with her ex for Valentine's Day. If Gino was controlling, he would have made her ass take out the implants that her ex put money in. Gino is many things, but controlling has not been one that we've seen at all. So if anything, I think it's really funny that she's describing herself in this rant.
I am the one who sacrificed. And in your head, I should be, I don't know why, be on my knees and, oh my gosh.
That's not what he's asking for.
You brought me to America. Oh my gosh, should I kiss your feet?
You already kissed his feet.
Nuts. That's what you are.
I'm not gonna be here.
The secondhand embarrassment that I have seeing them just fight wherever they please, I hate a scene. I hate being embarrassed. I will swallow my pride. I will eat a jean jacket before I fight with someone in public. If you are my boyfriend and you're trying to fight with me in the street, you will be left talking by yourself, because I don't want to be seen with you. I want no parts. Yeah, this is crazy. And this looks like a small town. So everyone knows everybody. And she's just having this full-on argument? I can't.
I really think that Gino wants to sabotage the pageant to show that he can take away. What I really want is humiliating for me. Gino used to be my safe person.
Ridiculous.
The person that I trusted the most. But ever since we got married, a lot of things have changed.
He's put his foot down.
Different. I would have never married this kind of Gino. I'm a dictator, and I have to obey the rules.
I'm sorry, I can't. If it were anybody else saying these words, I would be team them. But Jasmine has been the worst. So what I hear when she's speaking is, Gino used to let me walk all over him, and now he's putting his foot down, and now I have to depend on him, and I don't like it. That's what I'm hearing.
Don't be so dramatic.
Gino, please stop.
I get Jasmine is having a hard time in America, but she has to understand that eventually she'll be able to be more independent, drive, work in a job. All of that takes time. It doesn't happen overnight.
And he has to pay for the status change for her to do all those things. It's like she has no sight of the big picture.
I want to go home. Take me home.
Well, take your nasty ass avocado smoothie.
You have changed toward me, and you're enjoying your power over me.
I don't enjoy showing power over you.
Yes, you do. And no creature on earth, except for my dog, is ever gonna control me.
She's a weirdo, and she's mad that she's not the top dog right now. But also, this conversation seems so ridiculous to me that I'm like, did the producers set this up? Because it's so absurd. The whole premise of it. Like, is this real?
Wow, if you think that, there's something wrong.
And I'm gonna go home walking.
Barefoot?
Show that you got me.
Girl, take out your butt implants too, and your boobs, because he paid for that too. Like, if we're taking off things he bought, you know? It's ridiculous.
Drive me crazy. He knows that I am not emotionally, mentally, strong enough to deal with all this.
When was she ever stable? Also, I knew that the minute that thing with her kids happened and like her stress was triggering alopecia, which all are real things, but I knew that she would use all of that to weaponize it against Gino, to force his hand to get her way. And because it's not working, she's having this full-on hysterical scene. I can't.
I wish I had a choice. If I had the power, I would choose not to love him.
She says,
At this point.
she says the worst things. She says the worst things and then is like, oh, my gringo lindo, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. And it's like, you're too grown to be saying shit you don't mean over a beauty pageant that you just found out about. Like, all of this, and I just don't understand why Gino stays. But if you've been keeping up with the interwebs, there's rumors that Jasmine allegedly cheated on Gino. Gino has always said that the thing that would get him out of this relationship is if she cheats. And it looks like allegedly she did. And she's living with this young guy in Michigan. I would be pissed if I were Gino. If she left and I still had to see her around town. Oh. So yeah. So I don't know what's happening with that. She doesn't really post him, and all her lives on TikTok are kind of weird. So I really don't know where these two stand. I just thought this fight was so ridiculous and I needed to discuss with my people. Let me know what you think about this ordeal that we just saw. But also, if you've been keeping up with the tea, do you think that they actually broke up? Or do you think that it's a publicity stunt to get people to keep watching? Let me know. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't so that you don't miss out on my videos. And I'll see you in the next one.